Hey there, everybody. My name is Mocha Shrapnel from the Guys About Games, back with some more Final Fantasy IX in depth. And I totally realized that, yeah, we never went to this marsh because, whatchamacallit? Why am I blanking on this? Because, we didn't have Quena with us. Yeah, when you have once you have the airship, I don't think this guy ever tells you. Although he does give you airship control, so, there you go. Why? I don't know. Even though you can read it from the airship, but you gotta make sure. Anyways, yeah, so we never went to this marsh because we didn't have Quena with us when we did this. So we might as well do this now because the marshes regenerate based on actual time in the game. So, if I don't do these now, it's like we're gonna have to wait longer later. Anyways, this marsh is pretty freaking easy. It's kind of funny that there's kind of a reoccurring trend that you might expect the marshes to get more difficult, but the Outer Continent Marsh, for whatever reason, is just by far the hardest marsh. Like, there's so many, like, dips and turns and, like, it's like this weird maze composition that makes it feel so very difficult, but then this one's just, like, basically a big circle, and the frogs can just kind of hang out way out here. Makes it very easy to get to them. Alright, come on, buddy, you're the last one. Butt mashing. Nope. Damn it. Come on. Move your fat body. Actually, wait, is this a lady frog? That is, so I need the lady frogs. There we go. Boom. Alright. And that's it. So, I also love how they really do only fear Quena, because Zidane just walks right by them and they just don't care. So, this is gonna be, one of them grand paloozas where I'm not gonna really do anything important, but we're gonna do the last bit of the chocobo hunting, basically. Chocobo hunting. We gotta get those 2 last chocograph pieces, because now that we have, whatchamacallit? Actually, no, we only have 3 pieces, right? Because the bug, right? Let me double check this. I just remember that, like, yeah, no, we only have 3 pieces, so it might actually take me a little longer than I think it will. Yeah, we have 3 chocograph pieces. There are 6 chocograph pieces in total, and I'm going to dig them up at the forest, because the forest is, actually, that's not true. The forest is actually, it's probably easier to do it at the lagoon. Because, frankly speaking, the forest has the mountain areas that kind of make things awkward. Whereas the lagoon is just basically a big circle that just sometimes you miss up because of those wacky entrance ones. But this one is probably easier. I would say so, yeah. The forest is obviously faster to actually like dig up pieces, but that's not really an issue at this point, so we're gonna dig up chocograph pieces for her. I don't know how long it'll take. It shouldn't take that long because it's not like the chance is that low. But unlike regular, chocographs, there isn't really a system in place to make getting chocograph pieces faster. You just kind of have to wait until you get lucky. But that being said, I'm gonna mostly probably skip through all this because I don't feel like blabbing my mouth off for the next hour waiting to find these chocograph pieces. So I'm just going to cut to moments when I actually dig up chocograph pieces. So see you guys then. Wow, okay. I guess I don't need to cut away, because that was a crazy game. Holy moly. I found everything, like, almost instantly. Whoa! That's a lot of points. I mean, there's no Cho'Gath piece, but that was rad, you know? Fun stuff. We have a decent amount of points at this point, although... I don't know, is it worth waiting for the... Like, the reality is I probably won't end up getting these, but... We'll see. If I finish with all the Cho'Gath stuff and I'm not even close to getting, you know, the Protect Ring or Robe of Lords, I'll just buy the card and maybe some Ethers or something, I don't know. Anyways, once again, I will see you guys when I get some Cho'Gath pieces. Oh, nice! Oh, first one, right? Apparently I just don't have to cut away. Jeez, like, what the heck? I just found one first try after. I mean, it took me a bit, but, like, you can't get more than one piece per game anyways, so... Actually, I'm not 100% sure about that for Cho'Gath pieces. I guess I've 2 more I can find, so I guess we'll find out. Like, I guess if I dig up Opinion, I know. That'd be kind of cool to find out here, but I'm gonna say you probably can't find more than 1 per game, even for the pieces, because I don't remember having ever done that. But then again, there's only 6 pieces to dig up, and it's pretty rare for there to be more than 1 you can dig up at a time anyways, so it's kind of hard to actually organically figure that out. Like, if you just avoid doing this until you have the airship, and then you start digging for all the Cho'Gaths all at once, maybe you find out, but that's probably not something most people do, because I feel like most people either do the Cho'Gath stuff as soon as they can, or they just never bother with it at all. Because I know that there's some people, surprisingly, who are not a fan of the Chocobo Hot and Cold stuff, which is like, I mean, come on, man, it's fun. So we have 2 more pieces left to get, so I'll just, you know, once again, see you guys when I actually find some pieces. Hey, there we go, another Cho'Gath piece. 30 additional points, nice. That's a big point bonus actually for that Cho'Gath piece. I'll take it. I don't know if we're gonna be lucky enough to get the point bonus though. Oh, maybe. Come on. There we go. Dead Pepper for the 8th. I'll take it. Bonus points. That Cho'Gath piece ended up being worth a lot too, because we got like good time. Look at how many points that was worth. Nice. By the way, I never explicitly mentioned this, but I sort of kind of implied it the way I talked about it back when I was going over like what dictates. Why can't I say this? What dictates? Yeah, that's how you say it, but like it sounds weird now. What dictates whether you can actually like dig up Cho'Gath pieces? But Cho'Gath pieces are not location locked. I don't know why I'm laughing while I'm saying that, but oh, why did I just kind of leave? Left. I can't talk. Help! I left because I was just like I had the mindset I was still playing Chocobo Hot and Cold. I can't say any words right. I say everything wrong. Help! I mean, I guess that's not new, but Cho'Gath pieces aren't landlocked or anything like that. They're not location locked, so you can dig them up. You can dig up if you wanted to. You could wait until you had the airship and then just dig up all 6 pieces at the lagoon if you really wanted to. In fact, probably the easiest way, and like I guess the fastest way to dig up all the Cho'Gath pieces would probably be to specifically wait until you have the airship, and then you could probably just dig them all up in the lagoon here when it's like when you're still just a reef Chocobo, because that way you'd have this tiny arena and like games would go by real quick. So that would probably be the actual fastest way to do it, although you'd be likely to dig up at least 1 piece, you know, in the forest, but because you can dig up 1 piece by default, and then you can dig up a second one when you have your Reef Chocobo, so you just wait until then. Oh, I guess that's actually, I'm stupid, what am I saying? Because, obviously, it's still dictated by your upgrade. Like, even if you have the airship, you still can't dig up all 6 pieces until you have the Ocean Chocobo. I'm in hot and cold mode. I'm not thinking properly. All I know is que. That looks like it could be odds 10, so of course. This isn't looking like it's gonna be a game where I get much. I'm getting like a lot of money digs though, so I'm not even really running behind on money. Even though obviously I'm also getting like tents and like I just got 1,000 gil from that game, so yeah, that pretty much refunds everything I've done on its own. Anyways, yeah. So wait. Actually, I think we only have one more piece left to get, right? Let's just look at this. The bottom left. Head northeast, see what lies there. See what awaits you. Dreamer. Head to the ocean in the center of all continents. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Danger in the sky if you did face. I really like the descriptions of these cho'Gath pieces. It's kind of cool. Anyways, one more to find, so see you then. Hey, last cho'Gath piece. That didn't take long at all. You know what? I'll take it. Can't complain when we just like, like that's not bad at all. I mean, I guess theoretically, I would have been nicer to dig up in the second half, but I mean, who knows? Maybe am I even gonna get a second half dig at this point? Like, geez. Sometimes it's like you just run around the same spot for like a minute. And somehow I just like missed... Where is this piece? Where am I digging? How have I missed this? Is it in the bottom left here? I guess, yeah. Oh, that was over 100 though. Yeah, another tent. Holy moly, man. I'm getting a lot of tents. I kind of screwed myself by not finding that tent though, so time's up. But we have all the cho'Gath pieces, so let's listen to Mene here. Do you have all cho'Gath pieces? They make up one cho'Gath now, Kupo. Take a look at what it says on the back. Go treasure hunting, Kupo. And now Choco says he's dug up all the cho'Gaths here. How quaint. The bottom right piece of a cho'Gath. So this kind of, like, it's kind of funny. So, if we take a look at the cho'Gath here, we can see that we got the Mist Ocean cho'Gath here. Be patient and dig, Kupo. Look around the small islands located in the northeastern shore of the Mist Continent. But, if we... Actually, I wonder... Okay, so if we look at the cho'Gath descriptions, these also kind of help. Like, it's kind of funny that, like, these don't really tell you. Southeast on the outer to reach the Quintus Peninsula, right? The islands in the Salvage, you know, northeast, Mist Continent, reach Alexandria Plains. Head to the ocean in the center of all continents. Cautious one, head to the east of Blank Canyon on the Forgotten Continent. So, these kind of tell you about things, but these aren't actually telling you about the cho'Gath, like, that we just got. They're telling you about something different. That being said, they are actually, like, one of them is actually pretty close to where they actually want us to go, but, that being said, I guess I'm just gonna... You know, let's go there on the airship, because it said, what did it say? Small islands located in the northeastern shore of the Mist Continent. So we know exactly where that is, and we even have a little thing. So we're going to head over to, well, the northeastern shore of the Mist Continent over there. And I'm going to do it in the airship because, frankly, the airship's just faster, but also, like, I don't want to get too, I guess, far away from the airship, because it's kind of annoying if the airship's all the way in a corner somewhere and you want to get to it. Just because, like, this is where all the, like, the, you know, if you want to switch party members, you need the airship. Alright, so where's those chocobo tracks? Right over here. So if, in case you're wondering, by the way, you cannot land on this swampy area here. You need the actual... You either need the grass or like the equivalent. Because like, for example, on the Lost Continent, there's kind of like the brown patches, but that's still sort of grass. It's just like snowy, like dead grass. It's still a field. It's not a swamp like the area right next to us here. Anyways, let's try to see if we can find where they're trying to tell us to go. It's kind of funny that the ocean upgrade is not that far from here. Actually, well, maybe, you know, I might as well spoil this, that those those Cho'Gath pieces are telling us about these little weird black spots we've seen a couple times on the world map here. You can see it kind of moves around. We can't do anything with that yet, but you can soon. Once we get that next Cho'Gath. This is probably actually the footprints where they want you to go. Because there's those footprints and then there's the thing right here, so... I'm going to tell you that I don't 100% remember where this one is. So it might take me a bit to find this one. I guess it's saying northeastern shore, so let's go this direction. You can kind of see like a bit of the mountain there and like some like bits of island and whatnot. So it might be over here if I had to guess. Which, funny enough, like I said, is actually not that far away from where we got the Ocean Choco upgrade to begin with. And they did say islands, so... This does vaguely kind of look like it, huh? Like, actually, yeah. That totally looks like a spot it could be. But, apparently the game is not agreeing with me, so... Alas, we must go further. Maybe it's over here, but it said islands, right? Hello, harbor. Yeah, the harbors are kind of like dead space now, because you can't do anything with them once you don't have the boat anymore. I mean, it did say just dig, 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 so... Oh, there we go. Hey, there we go. Found a treasure. So I was on the right track. I was just on the wrong side. I had to go over here to the, like, a bit over to the right instead of to the left. Getting a sleepy. And that's the final upgrade. We're not going to see Fat Chocobo again. We're not going to do this spacewalking again. There he is, our man. That's where he takes longer the last time you do it, too. Wanderer, we await your return. Choco, you now have the ability to fly the boundless sky. You can take off and land in any forest. You now have all the abilities necessary to reach your homeland. Yep. We can fly, baby. That is obviously, like, if I wasn't coy about that a million times. That is why you explicitly cannot get this upgrade until you have the airship. Because, you know, they didn't want you flying around freely before that. And now Choco is, funny enough, he's, like, because the default is already yellow, it really isn't all that different from, like, the default, like, basic Chocobo. Like, mostly, the main difference actually more is in his beak is a lot more, like, golden looking. But, like, the Chocobo, like, Choco's main body itself is still, like, I'd almost argue it almost looks more pale than it did originally. But, anyways. So now that we have access to flight, actually, let me check out a Cho'Gath menu here. Can't get to it near from the ocean, but you can see we now have the sky upgrade. There's a desert nearby. And since we're actually not that far away, you might as well do it. So, Go into a forest, press X, and hey, we can fly! Hooray! How nice. He flies obviously a lot slower than the airship, but like, you know, what do you expect? I think it's actually this island right here. Is it? Maybe it's a different one. There's a couple islands around here that have forests on them you need to fly to get to. Because he said there's a desert nearby, and it's like, well, like that's the desert right there, obviously, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's that island. Could in fact be this island. Nope, that's not an island. It could be, I guess, over here. Let's check. Because there's this island right over here too. There we go. There we go. It's just a little more this way, I guess. 11 sapphire, a circlet, a pumice piece, and a Hildegard 3 card. So those that circlet and pumice piece, like the pumice piece is obviously pumice piece is a great accessory because it has the holy and shadow absorption. But the circlet, hoo boy, you may be wondering how good is this circlet we just picked up. That bums up our magic defense to 53, and it comes with earth immunity. 53! This may not seem like a huge increase, just because the numbers are still kind of small, but 53 magic defense is a lot. A lot of magic attacks right now are going to be doing basically nothing to someone who has that equipped. Like, it's very strong. Anyways, how long have I been recording for? Not that long, honestly. Plus, I'm going to be cutting out some of the hot and cold stuff anyways. So, let's go see Mene. Why not? Let's see what he says. Do 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 do. I might as well go back on the ground because it's honestly like the speed is pretty much the same, but also you don't have to worry about finding the forest. Because like the thing with flight is that because you can only take off and like land in forest, sometimes it's like if there isn't a forest near where you want to go, you know, you have to do a bit of finagling around to find it. Here we are, Chocobo's Forest. Your color changed again. Congratulations, Kupo. I have good news too, Kupo. I forgot some things about Dead Pepper, Kupo. You may already know, but if you give Choco Dead Pepper, it boosts his ability for a limited time. Legends say we can get to Paradise using that ability. The Paradise is not on the map, but I know you can find it, Kupo. Good luck. There's 3 Chocograbs we haven't found at this point. I'm not sure if we can even dig up any more in these areas, though, is the thing. Yeah, he's already dug up all the Chocograbs here, and I don't believe anything new gets added to the lagoon either. So now that, Mene has just told us that now that we have this, we can find Paradise. So, I guess we should go looking around, I guess. Let's look around for that black spot, though, because I think that kind of makes... well, you know, actually, let's look around for Chocobo's Paradise first, right? It's the place that he's talking about. So we already actually kind of came across it earlier, once again, but we couldn't get to it because we were... Like, it had a similar thing going on that the Outer Continent, or I guess the Forgotten Continent had, where you couldn't actually get to it because the cliffs were too steep and we didn't have an airship to get to it. But with a flying Chocobo, we can just fly there now. And I'm sure you see where this is going, because Final Fantasy games really like to do this, where like in the corner of the world map, there's just like a spot to go to. Final Fantasy VII did this too. But we already walked over here earlier, so, you know, don't have to be too coy about this. Right over here in this little top left corner. we will eventually come across a little island here with a forest on it. You can land the airship here too if you really want to, but you know, there's this little dig spot, and like you can tell it's important because you can't walk on it. So if we use Choco and feed him a dead pepper, the crack crumbled and opened up a hole. But this hole is a little more important than Mognet Central. Hey look, Chocobos! Chocobo's Paradise. We got a nice little pan shot here. Hey look, it's Mene. So this is Paradise, Kupo. Mene? Why didn't you get here? Kupo, I followed you because I thought you'd find this place soon. I'm speechless, Kupo. You can run around here, and like this is one of the fun little areas you can run around on Choco. Queh. You can't actually talk to, like, they just say Queh, which is like, yeah, I mean, of course, they're Chocobos, but there's some fun, like, there's some funny things you can do here, like, you can come down this slide just for funsies, because, like, why not? Queh. See, this is what a regular Chocobo looks like. So our golden Chocobo is actually a bit more pale. Although I guess that raises the question of how the hell did these guys get here then? But, you know, don't worry about it. And we can't really move around from here, but we got an exclamation point, because if you press X... Whee! Takes us to a new area. Right up here. Secret Choco, welcome. I am Fat Chocobo. I forgot he just calls himself Fat Chocobo, the king of Chocobo's Paradise. So yeah, I was lying. You in fact see Fat Chocobo again right away. It would have been better if you'd come here without the help of humans, but they have taken good care of you. I've made it so they can understand our language while they're here. Queh. You who brought Choco here. Choco will stay here and start a new life with us. You should say your goodbyes now. Queh? I'm Mene. I'll live here too, Kupo. Little one. Kupo? Only Chocobos can live here. No exceptions? No exceptions. Choco. Have you finished your goodbyes? Not yet, Kupo. Choco still needs to find more treasures, Kupo. Choco, were you not looking for peace and companionship? Are there things you must take care of? Queh. Then come back when you finish what you must do. I think it's funny that, I'm going home, Kupo. That, he says he'll... I'll be waiting at the usual location, Kupo. He says he'll make it so we can understand the Chocobos while we're here. And if we talk to them now... Queh... I forgot that's... that's funny. The western side of the mountain on the Seaways Canyon on the Forgotten Continent also has a crack in it. Because these guys will actually like give us hints about dead pepper locations. Queh, quack, queh, queh, queh. But it's very hard to find. Quack, queh, queh. Quack, quack. So we can actually talk to these guys now. But we still get... Choco still just says... Queh. So it's kind of interesting that it's like we can understand the other Chocos, but not Choco. Did you know that you can use a dead pepper to crumble cracked mountain walls? Quack, queh, queh? I'm not saying this properly, but I don't care. Suck my nuts. They kick you back to the entrance, but there are like things to do here, and we can like talk to everyone, obviously. There's a lot of spots that looks like you might not be able to necessarily get to. Queh, quack, quo, queh, queh. You can see where the floating island is by checking the location of the shadow on the 6 chocograph pieces. Wow. I forgot they just kind of tell you this. The paradise existed long before the disaster, 5,000 years ago. Quo, queh, queh, queh. The dead pepper has been our favorite food for 5,000 years. Quack, 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 quo. How interesting. So if we come over here to this little spot, and kind of walk up here. You can go between there, and if we walk over here, you can splash in the water, which will actually knock our little reef choco pal out of the water, and we can talk to him now. Quoke, quack, qua, kukua, like, what's that double qua? Kua. There's a crack on the mountain located on a long island north of the outer continent. I heard something saying Kupo from the crack, yeah. So that's where the Magnite Central is. So if you're having trouble finding the cracks and you don't want to use a guide, like, you can very easily just, like, talk to these little spots. I forget all the other spots we can walk to are, because there's definitely other spots we can go to. Because you can talk to all these chocobos, but some of them it's like, it's kind of a tricky, like you have to kind of explore around here a bit. I'll give you a hint. There are still so many treasures out there. You need a special ability to find them. You already know that Dead Pepper gives Choco a special ability, because you are here. His beak can crack open stone walls, he can jump into the ocean and fly high in the sky. Use these abilities and seek out treasures. I'll wait here for your return. A card game? Why not? Yeah, you can actually play Tetramaster with our Chocobo friend there if you really want to. Oh, wait. Here. Let's walk over here. There we go. This puts us up here. If we walk back down, does it just put us back there? Yep. So I believe there's a spot on here where, yeah, you can actually jump off and talk to this guy. The east side of the mountain on Seaways Canyon has a forgotten continent. Has a crack in it. Quack, quack, quack. And then we can just jump down. And as we come back up here, I believe you can also jump down to that guy on the right there. If you, like, just wait, like, you have to wait after this first one, go wait just a little after. Oh, maybe not, huh? How do you get to that guy? I know there's a way to, but I don't remember how. I'm gonna have to look that up in like the intermission here. There definitely is a way, but I don't remember how. I don't think, you can't jump down to him from here. Like, I think you can walk behind here, but I don't know, I don't remember how. Like, that's the question. You can definitely, like, walk around up there, but I don't remember how. Okay, well, let's come over here. Because if you come over here, you can go down this slide, too. That puts us here. Like, I want to say you can talk that ocean choco over there in that pond, too, but I don't remember how. You might not be able to until you've actually, like, found everything. That might unlock some stuff. Yeah. Use Dead Pepper with the ocean is foaming and you'll find a secret. Oh! Well, I guess I'm playing cards now. I forgot! That's what I was thinking of, too. If you try to play cards with these guys, it actually, like... I'm just gonna use cards I already have. Just so I don't lose anything important. But we might as well keep playing. Like, why not? Just as, like, one random game. Like, fuck it. But if you try to play cards with them, they'll actually, like, tell you, like, another tidbit. For some reason, that's how that works. Well, I think I've lost. Oh, come on! That's just rude. Whatever, Mandragora, big whoop. So if you try to play cards with these guys, that's what it is they'll actually tell you something else, too. I don't remember if can you drop down from this side? No. And you can't do anything from up here, I don't think. Actually, can you? Because it looked like there was 2 separate exclamation points there. There's foam on the surface of the ocean between the mist continent and the outer continent. Want to play cards? No. Quah. Too bad. It did kind of look like those 2 spots to jump from, so maybe you can jump from a second spot up here? No, I guess the hitbox for this spot is just a little wonky. This paradise, blah blah blah. You can't play cards with these guys though. Let me quickly, I guess, find this guy too. I'm pretty sure you can talk to these guys. Like, I'm like 90% sure on that, but I'm not 100% admittedly. So let's see what this guy says. The water was foaming in the lagoon on the southmost tip of the Forgotten Continent. Want to play cards? Quah. Too bad. Alright, tell you what. I'm gonna take a sec. I'm gonna look up if you can find how you like get to those guys. So I will be right back. Okay, so I think I was thinking of another area we can actually go to pretty soon, but as far as I'm aware, you can't actually get to where that mountain chocobo guy is right now. But you can talk to him eventually. It's based on your treasure, like how many treasures you found. Once you've found all the Chocograph treasures, then he comes down and you can talk to him. So I guess it's like they don't want you to necessarily just get all the crack hints all at once, because he does give you more hints about cracks and ocean foam you can find, but we would need the last 3 Chocograph treasures that we haven't found yet. And those other guys I was talking about, I don't think you can talk to them. Like that one blue chocobo that's there, maybe there's a way to talk to him, but I couldn't. As far as I can tell, you can't. This place actually, a lot of the dialogue here is different depending on like how far along you are. Like, and like even things like, for example, this is another gold chocobo buddy right here, right? And we actually can't talk to him if we don't have a certain amount of treasures. I think it's like once you've found like all the mountain cracks or something like that. I forget what it is, but like there's a certain criteria that if you haven't like hit, this guy will actually like run away from you apparently. I don't remember that, but I usually come here like this is how I pretty much always do this side quest. So, and frankly speaking, I'm not going to show that off because like everybody, pretty much everyone who's ever played this game has done this side quest at some point. And like I imagine a lot of people might even, you know, wait to do this stuff until they've gotten the airship and whatnot. Like there's a lot of random dialogue here, and a lot of it's like it's mostly just tutorial stuff. Like it's nothing crazy. Like if you come here and you haven't, I think if you've come here and you haven't really dug up much stuff, then they'll like a lot of them are just like, hey, you know, check out those dead peppers. You sure can do a lot with them and stuff like that. Like they're very tutorializing, but there's nothing particularly like interesting about their dialogue. There's nothing like obscure about it. Like I guess the most obscure part about it is that there is a lot of dialogue there, but it's fine. Like if you want to find it, do it yourself. Because like I don't want to have to play through the whole game again, just for like a couple flimsy lines of dialogue. You know, maybe someday. But I guess the last thing we'll do is let's look for that black spot. So it's a little tricky to find this because like obviously you have to kind of just look around. Let's one spot that was mentioned is like the center of the ocean, which I think is actually referring to this island right here, if I remember correctly. So there could be a spot here, although it doesn't look like it. They are nice. I don't think the spot that you're looking for is ever above the ocean. It's always above land, so there's not that many places for it to be. Although it is slightly annoying that I can't look up at my inventory while I'm like sitting here, so, or like while I'm flying, so I kind of have to land. Maybe I should have found that spot just because like it makes things faster. It's worth noting that this spot changes every time you leave the world map, basically. So I guess let's go over here because we know there's a spot over here. Do 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 ba do ba do ba do bow bow. So I know there's a spot around here. If you want to look around this area of Alexandria. Doesn't look like it's here though, so let's check for another one. I don't remember where all these spots are off by heart, so I kind of have to... It's kind of annoying, yeah, you can't, like, you literally can't. I have to, like, get off Choco to access my menu. I'm kind of surprised thinking about it. Alright, so one of them was, like, they said, like, the center. Yeah, northeast, which is where we are. Ocean, the center. East of the Forgotten Continent. So there's one on the Forgotten Continent near this, like, east of the Seaways Canyon. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So that's near where Oilvert is. That's like the salvage area. So that's near where the lagoon is. So I guess let's go with the odds and just fly over here because it's closer. I forget where it is over here, actually, but it said somewhere on the outer continent, so let's just look around here. I don't remember if I've even seen the spot for this area, so I can't tell you where it is off by heart. It might be on one of the islands, actually. That would make sense. Because they're usually in spots that you can't really easily get to without the flying chocobo or an airship. So if I had to guess off the top of my head, I think actually, now that I think about it, yeah, it's definitely on one of these islands, if it's here. But it doesn't look like it's here at the moment, so I don't think we're in luck, unfortunately. Yeah, it looks like we're out of luck. Alright, well, to the Forgotten Continent over here. The Seaways Canyon. Let's go over here. Do a flyby of the Eva tree. Hey, you can make a nest up there. You can birch, dirch, I don't know. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. There's actually an island over here, too. There probably is actually a Cho'Gath piece there too, because like where else would it be? So this is the Seaways Canyon right around here. So it should be around, it's like somewhere on this side, I guess, which does ring a bell. Let me just quickly look over here. Just making sure, because I don't remember exactly where it is, obviously. I'm just remembering that, yeah, it's around this area, I think. And it's east, so we want to stay on the east side. I'm pretty sure it's near the water, too. Like, it's on, like, a spot, like, a kind of like something like this, but I think it's near one of the forests. Do, 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 do. Hey, remember that, like, weird windy cave? You just fly right up to that sucker. Look at that, huh? What's kind of funny too is you kind of notice that like it does push you back, but it like doesn't push you back as hard when you're flying, and eventually you can like kind of break free if you go far enough. It's kind of a funny little spot. Well, it doesn't look like it's here unless I just missed it. Maybe I'm stupid, you know. There is one more spot around here. And there it is! Hey, of course. Last one we looked. Up figures, right? And if we fly in the air and we go right underneath it and we use our dead pepper. I love that sound they use. Whee! Like a freaking missile, except he's going up. Hey, look at this spot. Chocobo's Air Garden. Should I go back down to the ground or should I stay? Should I stay or should I go, you know? Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. You know what? That works out, though, because I just wanted to find it. Because the nice thing about Chocobo's Air Garden is once you've found it, it's on your map now. And that means that when it moves around, it'll actually show you where it's moved to on your map. So that is a very nice little quality of life thing once you've actually found this spot. But we're not going to do anything like, well, I guess that can be our teaser for next time. Let's go find our forest to land in. So next time will be Chocobo's Air Garden stuff, maybe some more swamp stuff. Let's actually land by the swamp over here then. Is there a forest over here? By the marsh? No. There is over here though, so this is a good spot to end. So yeah, I guess this is where we'll end off for now. So, I hope you enjoyed this part. The Chocobo stuff is always like, it's very interesting, but it's also like, it is quite a time sink, you know? You spend a lot of time digging, you know? There's a reason why during the Excalibur 2 Perfect game, you do not bother with this at all, except for the bare minimum that you have to get the Oak Staff. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode. I guess next time will just be Chocobo stuff, some March stuff. There's 3 Chocographs left to get, and I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? No. The thing is that even once we've gotten all the spots, you can't quite finish Chocobo's Paradise just yet. There's one other thing you have to do before you can do that. But I won't spoil that, so that's it for this episode. See you guys later.